Man, it's a motherfucking beautiful day here in Alabama, man. I don't know where y'all at, but here in home sweet home, Alabama is beautiful right now. You know what I mean? It don't get no better. Now, beautiful day. Man, I hope y'all all having a beautiful day, because I know I am. Shit, I deserve it. I've been beating my ass up in camp, and it's been a crazy camp so far. But everything's looking good. I can't wait for the fight. December the 1st, baby. LA! Here we go. Here we go. At the Staples Center, baby. If you can't be there, click that button. You don't want to miss it. From yeah, Bob Squad!
Welcome to Hitman Boxing. Hit that like and subscribe button. Deontay Wilder is defending his WBC championship against Tyson Fury on Saturday at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. December 1st. So you probably ask yourself this question. If he's got Tyson Fury in front of him, why does he keep on talking about Anthony Joshua? Well, I don't know. I can't answer that for you. You have to ask Deontay Wilder. But this is a very interesting article where he claims that Anthony Joshua is brainwashed and that he's going to regret not taking that $50 million. But we'll break that shit down real quick. Let's get into Deontay Wilder's statement. A little bit of it is about Tyson Fury, and the rest of it's about Deontay Wilder. So I'll go ahead and start now. He's definitely got way more amateur experience. The Cubans, that's what they do. I've got so much confidence. I've knocked out the number 2 guy, and now I'm going for the number 3. I'm not going to be denied. It's just a different height. Fury's awkward. Any awkward fighter is going to be a tough fight. It's one of those things when you just have to figure him out. If it's with a less awkward opponent, you have a grasp of what you need to do to get him. With an awkward fighter, you really can't think about it. You have to get in the ring and adjust, every awkward fighter. It always took me a long time to get them out of there. This fight has been manifesting for 5 or 6 years. Now he's talking about Anthony Joshua. I told him, you're going to regret not taking $50 million, the 33-year-old said. He said he has a team and they conduct business in a certain way, and I said, say no more. I said what I said. He said what he said, and he's going to see. The money, the mega bucks, is always in America. 90,000 might come and see him fight, but that don't equal the money. He missed out. He can't make as much money in the UK as he could in the fight, in this fight. He's misguided listening to people who don't understand the American market. I think he'd have taken the fight because he asked to see where the funds were, the proof, and we did so. The money's there. They know it. He's been brainwashed and feels obligated to show some loyalty. At some point of time, he'll break. Deontay Wilder's statement. So, with regard to the $50 million, Deontay Wilder offered Anthony Joshua $50 million to fight him. This $50 million was going to be provided via Frank Warren and BT Sports, right? Anthony Joshua cannot fight on BT Sports. He has other contractual obligations, right? So that wasn't going to materialize. But when you speak of the $50 million, I do say this. Where was all that money prior to Anthony Joshua? Where was the money when Joseph Parker had a belt? Where was that money at that point? Where was the money when Charles Martin had a belt? There was no sense of urgency. There's never been any sense of urgency in Wilder's camp to set up a unification bout. You know what I'm saying? If they really wanted to get these belts and put themselves in a much better position, they would have took out Charles Martin first. Then they would have took out Joseph Parker. Then he would have had, what, 3 belts? Right? He would have been able to, let me think about this for a second. Wait a second. So, right, Charles Martin had the, okay, yeah, right. So Tyson Fury had got stripped, right? Charles Martin fought on his undercard, I think when he fought Spilka, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, like, you could have fought Charles Martin. You could have unified with him. And then I think Joseph Parker fought Andy Ruiz, right? And the belt was vacant. He took the WBO belt. Yeah, then you could have unified with Joseph Parker. You could have offered him more money than Hearn offered him for that fight to fight Joshua. I'm just saying, like, to me, those weren't really smart business moves. You know what I mean? Those weren't very smart business moves, in my opinion. Now, he has a really good point here about, you know, the money being in America. You know, in terms of, like, how much people over in the UK are paying for tickets and pay-per-view, it pales in the comparison how much people are paying over here in the United States. Pay-per-view was like, I think y'all pay-per-view be like $20, $15 maybe at the most. Let me know if I'm wrong. Drop a comment in the comment section. But over here, our pay-per-views are like $80 to $100, right? And then from what I heard, like the tickets aren't what? Let me know how much the tickets are, but I've seen tickets well over $5,000, $10,000 tickets, depending upon who's fighting, you know. But again, you know, when Deontay Wilder makes a good point, it's also flawed because you got to think about it like this. Deontay Wilder he's not a huge draw. They're still having trouble selling out the Staples Center at the moment, right? He needs Anthony Joshua to take it to the next level, to make that money that he's talking about. Without Anthony Joshua, he does not make that money. And I think Anthony Joshua is doing pretty decent with his endorsements and with the money he's making from Matchroom at Eddie Hearn. I think he's making good money. I would venture to say that Anthony Joshua's net worth is higher than Deontay Wilder's net worth. Why is where Deontay Wilder's sponsorship besides Everlast, right? He's got to have more joint ventures, but I mean, come on. I mean, he's got Under Armour. Come on. There's no comparison there. But, you know, we're not comparing that shit. I'm just giving you levels to this shit, right? What else did he say? But yeah, I mean, I agree with him in terms of like where the money is, but it's just he's not set up to get that money. Deontay Wilder has not set himself up to make that kind of money. There is no pay-per-view star in North America at the moment. Canelo was. He's on DAZN. He's going to be fighting on DAZN for a very long time. So that void is there. You know, fighting Tyson Fury, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to become a pay-per-view star by beating Tyson Fury. I don't know. We don't know what the buy rate's going to be. He very well, I mean, he could do over 1 million pay-per-view buys. But on the other hand, he could definitely, and this is more likely, he's definitely probably going to do less than 1 million buys on this pay-per-view with Tyson Fury. I'm going to purchase the fight, though. Because I'm going to purchase the fight for y'all out there, you know? But I get it. I get what he's saying about the money. It's just not really in a good position to get that money at the moment. So you can say that Anthony Joshua was brainwashed, but I think his plan and his route to where he's gotten has been a lot more solid than Deontay Wilder's career path. I mean, Anthony Joshua went around and collected all the belts except for the WBC belt, right? Put himself in positions where he was fighting in unification bouts. The only thing Anthony Joshua never did was become big in the United States, right? That's the one thing that they missed out on, which there's still time for them to do that. There's still time for Deontay Wilder to become a global star, you know, but at some point, and I'm hoping this fight happens next year, Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua are going to fight. And whoever the victor is of that fight or that, you know, 2-fight trilogy, whatever ends up happening, is going to be the man in the heavyweight division. I mean, Anthony Joshua's been on record saying that in order to, you know, cement his legacy, he has to beat Deontay Wilder, and that's the truth. Deontay Wilder has the last piece of the puzzle, the WBC championship. Now, I like watching Deontay Wilder's fights. I like watching him beat the fuck out of bums. It's entertaining to me. That's why I'm going to watch him fight Tyson Fury and knock him clean the fuck out, because it's going to be entertaining. You know? But in terms of how his career has been mapped out for him, I just don't think it's been the best. And right now it feels like he's in a rush and scrambling to put some respect on his name, so to speak, right? He took the Luis Ortiz fight. Now he's taking the Tyson Fury fight, right? 2 tough fights back-to-back. On paper, the Luis Ortiz fight was tough for him. It was a tough fight until he knocked him out. We all project Deontay Wilder to knock out Tyson Fury over the weekend. Some people feel like, especially since Deontay Wilder has lost his fucking mind and says he wants to get pregnant and have a child, Mom Squad, after making those statements, I question whether he's mentally stable for Saturday, man. Right now is not the time to be talking about getting pregnant. Pause. But we'll see on Saturday. We'll see if he's prepared for Tyson Fury. We'll see if Tyson Fury can look anything like he looked against Vladimir Klitschko. Freddie Roach mentioned that if Tyson Fury can outbox Vladimir Klitschko for 12 rounds, he can outbox Deontay Wilder for 12 rounds. And that's the thing. He's got to outbox him for 12 rounds. I've seen Deontay Wilder get outboxed for 6-7 rounds. But it's that equalizer. It's that right hand, man. If he lands that right hand on Tyson Fury's going to sleep. So I just don't see how he's going to avoid that punch for 12 rounds. There's no way. There's no way he avoids that punch for 12 rounds. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Then I forgot what the title of this video was. Oh, yeah. Deontay Wilder saying that Anthony Joshua was brainwashed and is going to regret not taking the $50 million. I mean, he can't take $50 million if it breaches his current contract situation. So that $50 million shit, let's put that shit to rest. Hitman Boxing, drop a comment, like the video. Let me know who you got winning between Wilder, Fury. Do you think Wilder, Joshua, or Joshua Wilder happens in 2019? Hit me up, drop a comment, subscribe. I'm out.